Hey guys, welcome back to another one on the channel. So today we're going to be reviewing the 2023 football schedule for my Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. So we'll go ahead and just get started. I am on vacation right now, so it's definitely a different area for sure. But let's go ahead and get into it. First off, we have Louisville. I don't want to be too hyped up about it, but I gotta say, this one's a W. Sure, they have Jeff Brom. That was considered an A hire by ESPN, but that's not a first-year rebuild. Tech is a first-year rebuild. If Brent Key doesn't go 5-7, in my opinion, and I will make the best and worst case scenario, not two different videos, probably just one. And Louisville is probably the team we need to beat the most because it really sets that impression off to everyone else in the college football world. We're back, okay? And what me and my friend have been saying, if we beat Louisville, everyone's going to show up to the South Carolina State game. If we lose to Louisville, no one's going to show up to the South Carolina State game. Speaking of South Carolina State, however, do I even need to talk about this too much? I mean, if we lose to South Carolina State, Brent Key will not be the guy for us, because we already found out in 2019 how awful it sucks to lose to an FCS team at a Citadel. We should not lose to South Carolina State in any way whatsoever. If there were 100% odds in football, this would be one of those 100% odds to beat South Carolina State. But, you know, there's never really that odd. There's no way we lose to South Carolina State. I mean, come on. Next is our first of two SEC games of the year. We have Ole Miss, our second time playing them. As long as we don't go 42-0 to them, I think we'll be okay. I gotta be honest, I can't see this as a win necessarily, unless we're doing really good. I want to be shocked here, and I want to be up first. This is kind of on the fence, but kind of not. Ole Miss is probably gonna take this game, dropping us from 2-0 to 2-1. If it was a loss, I would predict a close loss. Though it's 7:30 game in Oxford. The home advantage doesn't help at a place like the frat school known as Ole Miss. So I'm thinking we fall 2-1 here. Week 4, we go on the road to Wake Forest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to be too crazy about it. I think we can beat Wake Forest. Without Sam Hartman, they were kind of nothing last year. And unless they got some big recruits I didn't know about, then I'm pretty sure they're still not going to be too hot. They're full eligible, definitely for them, but I think depending on how these first two games, the first game mainly against Louisville and against Ole Miss, that will really determine how we'll do against Wake Forest. We're probably not going to be favored to win against Wake Forest, but I do think that we can manage to beat them. So 3-1. Next up, we have Bowling Green at home. I don't see how we can lose this one either. It's kind of like an FCS team. Bowling Green isn't that good. They play in the MAC, so not too strong of a conference there. I gotta bring us up to 4-1. I really don't like how optimistic I am about this. Now, next up is Miami, which this is really tough. As my short said in the Speaking Facts until college football starts, I believe it's day 2. Go watch that if you haven't already. My shorts are exploding, by the way. I believe I've got 3 more subscribers in the past week or so. So thank y'all for all of those views. But side tangent over. Miami, we're at their place. I know I don't think they're gonna finish the season ranked, and they're gonna drop a couple of bad games. But I gotta be honest, I think we might lose to Miami. They kind of have gotten better in us the past couple years. Didn't necessarily deserve it. As much as I want to win this game, I'm not completely sure we can take it. I don't know. Really tough one for me. Gotta bring that optimism scale just a bit down. Brings us to 4-2 now. Next up here, it's Boston College. We're coming off of our bye week after Miami. I think we can really beat them down. I'm not sure by how much, but I can definitely call this a win. Boston College hasn't looked up since 2009 when Matt Ryan was there. So, and even then he's sold for Atlanta Sports 28-3. So, I think we can definitely beat Boston College. It's not necessarily depending on how the first few games have gone. I think we can definitely beat them no matter what. Boston College is not going to be good this year. I can pretty much guarantee that. Alright guys, listen. Next is the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. We own them. That's all I'm gonna say. It kind of depends on how we played in those first few games at this point. I do think we can get the better of them. They're 9-1, number 9 team in the country, and we come in here 4-6, nothing to lose at all, and we come into their place on a Saturday night and just drop the hammer down on that trap game. Now we did get really lucky with that, Josh. I didn't say anything about that. Well played, Jackets. I do definitely think it's a home game. It's homecoming. Gotta remember that. Duke game was homecoming, and we really brought the fans in for that one. I do think that we can once again own UNC. It just really depends on how the first games go. If we drop a game to Louisville or Wake Forest, those real deciding factors could determine. But who knows? It's UNC. We really kind of own them for no reason. We beat them with Jeff Collins. How hard can it possibly be? So at this point, we're 6-2, and we're coming in to face Virginia. Now, I don't want to say they've been our kryptonite, really. We've just dropped games to them that we should not have dropped games. The Thursday night matchup, sadly I was there. I hate talking about that game. It's so awful. I mean, I don't understand how we lost that game. And I'm gonna be honest, I think that our kryptonite will end. We'll crack the shard open, or whatever Superman's like. More of a Marvel fan myself. But it's I think we can definitely get the win here. So at this point, we're gonna be 7-2. Kinda optimistic. For a second week in a row on the road, we're gonna be heading to Death Valley to play Clemson. I did say they might be back in my short to watch it. But I do think they will get the better of us this year still. I don't want to say it depends. They have a lot more talent than we do, really. We have decent talent, but they have really good guys that can, if they play well, or if Devos, when he coaches well, we can do well against. But I think we gotta bring back into reality. Like myself here. I think we're dropping this game to Clemson, and it just doesn't. I really couldn't see a way that we will win this unless they're having a really bad season and we're having like a really Next, we have Syracuse at home. I gotta be honest, they did well at the start of last season, and then they just kind of dropped. I'm gonna be honest, I think that was luck. They do not have great talent. They do not have great coaching. They do not have great recruiting. It's all mediocre. I think that was just a lucky year for them. Did they finish like 7-6 or something, too? Or like 8-5? I'm not sure, but we can definitely beat Syracuse. It's kind of a depends game on how we did against the Louisville, Wake Forest, Miami. I definitely think we can beat Syracuse, however. Is this intimidating? We're going to drop the hammer on those freaking Bulldogs this year. To hell with Georgia, man. We are going to whoop them and smash them and crush them so badly, they're not even going to realize their playoff hopes were already ruined at this point. We're just rubbing salt in the wound, okay? Rubbing salt in that stupid little Bulldog womb of theirs. We are going to beat their little Bulldog heinies, okay? We will smash them, sting them, beat them. We have it at home. We're going to have all the fans packed out. It's going to be so freaking great. I'm going to be there because I'm season tickets. Let's go. We're going to smash those Bulldogs. To hell with Georgia, man. To hell with Georgia. I hate Georgia so much. It's probably the thing I hate most on it, I'm going to be honest. I'm a Tech super fan. And I'm going to be honest. I do not want any Georgia fans commenting stupid things like they have on other people's videos that Georgia Tech fans post, such as Red Talk or Sea-Dog. Congrats to them. They're really great YouTubers. Congrats on 1,000 of them both. And we can get us there. Join them among the ranks of Tech YouTubers. I think let's beat the Bulldogs, man. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching this schedule prediction. Final prediction is 8-4, and obviously I can't predict a full game win or loss. I have no idea who we're facing, when we're facing, where we're facing them, what bowl we're playing in. 8-4 is my final prediction. I think at best we can get a win against Miami or something. That's a real toss-up game. Maybe go 9-3. That's probably the best for us. Unless we somehow manage to beat Ole Miss too, and they're having a down year. So luckiest is probably 10-2, but go away, thoughts. I'm saving that one for another video. Again, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy. I will be making more Georgia Tech content. I will have that Dynasty coming on as soon as I get back from this prolonged vacation. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all out there.